appearances. So when the issue with my colleague is that when the matter is postponed, say for a week or 2 weeks, then there is no payment at all. But I'm saying on top of that, with or without any payment, to proceed to bring an application on the 18th of August 2025.
And you just need a week to prepare?
Yes, a week.
Mr. Mnisi, are you saying a week to prepare won't be sufficient for you?
Well, my lord, if I come here and present a document that is not up to standard, I would request that I should not be denigrated because of lack of proper preparation.
So 7 days is enough?
I am saying, my lords, in an event that I come here, present a document that is not up to standard because of lack of preparation, then that should not then come and haunt me and say, I have misrepresented the interest of these accused persons because of a shoddy work that I would have presented. Because 1 week for me, in terms of preparation, will not do, my lords.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi, let's hear you.
As a court, please, my lord, before Advocate Ngumalo spoke, I was just asking myself, why can the court days be used for preparations? But then he said if the court is not sitting, then legal aid South Africa is not paying. Because if they were paying, then those days could be utilized for preparation. But it sounds like it's just about tariffs, and if there's further consultation between Council and Legal Aid South Africa, perhaps a middle course can be found. And we suggest that maybe the parties try and fund each other, and maybe we can, already at this stage, take the long adjournment and come back at 2 and see if the parties cannot really fund each other.
So it's about money. Mr. Mnisi, it's about money.
It's about the tariffs. Perhaps legal aid might be prepared to, if the preparations take place during the normal court hours, maybe they might consider paying for the preparation.
Doesn't change their stance, because as I understand, it's a fixed tariff which they have agreed upon as the committee.
Yes. Yes, but I think the biggest problem that they have is to fund a 4-week preparation. But perhaps if maybe the period is shorter and there's a discussion about utilizing court hours, perhaps the parties might find each other.
Dare I say, this has been a very long-running matter, and or an attorney, when you are preparing and listening to a case whilst it's proceeding, you highlight what you perceive to be the factors that you will include or that will fortify your application later at the end of the state's case for an application for discharge. But because this has been a long-running matter, yes, for myself, and I'll speak for myself, I have identified issues that I say this will assist my client in his application for a discharge in terms of Section 174. Yet now, I need to go and identify that evidence in the transcripts themselves. I'm not going to read the whole transcripts. I'm identifying an issue so that when I say, Madala said this, I can tell the court and say, here's the contradiction lies there, according to the transcript. So that's exactly what we are perhaps not finding each other for. This is not a shoplifting case of 2 witnesses in a district case, magistrate's court matter, where the state finalizes 2 witnesses, then you apply for 174 because somebody stole a perfume or whatever at the store. But this is a serious matter where you need to identify crisply that you want to raise. And as Mr. Mnisi says, you don't want to bring a half-baked case to court, my lord. So perhaps that's the issue. The issue is not finances per se. The issue is preparation time. That you are told X, Y, Z, but that's for me the clarification. I know the issues that I've identified for this particular.
So what should we do?
Yeah, my lord, I think the party should be allowed to explore further alternatives, and maybe they should engage further and see if they cannot find common ground.
As it please the court, my lord. My lord, I think the court in the level of generality will understand. I'm a creature of instructions. I must take instructions from legal aid directly, basically to a lesser extent from my client, from accused number 1 and accused number 3, insofar as this case is concerned. But insofar as issues such as these ones, it is legal aid who must instruct me what to do. If the clients are saying we want this, it is legal aid that must talk to the clients and say, no, but that's not, that is possible because of this and this and this and this and this. It is not me to come and stand here to try and convince legal aid that this is possible, because I am only a creature of instructions. If legal aid says to me, Mnisi, do it, I will do it. If legal aid says, Mr. Mnisi, don't do it, I won't do it. It's like I'm a pawn. I'm a pawn. I'm a horse. I'm saying I mustn't ask why. I'm sent there. I mustn't ask why. But I'm not saying I must do those. Like I must do things blindly. There are certain things that I need to clarify. But insofar as this process is concerned, I think it's a discussion that must take place between legal aid and the client. And after having finalized whatever that they would have discussed, then legal aid comes to me and say, Mr. Mnisi, these are the that you are taking from us. But over and above that, legal aid is not only an attorney, it's also a funder of this whole process. So it's not fair for me to try and appear as if I'm fighting this battle on behalf of Mr. Nube and Mr. Sibiya. There are not battles that are supposed to be fought here, my lord. It's a question of procedure and systems. I should actually be standing there and folding my arms and waiting for legal aid to come and say to me, Mr. Mnisi, these are your instructions that you're giving me. But here, actually, I should be saving myself from this agony of trying to analyze and convince that this should happen, that should not be happening. I must only be on the part of arguing legal matters here, not these administrative things, my lord. I'm not an administrator, I'm a legal person. That's my duty here at court, but it does not that in this instance. So I would request, my lord, that a further discussion that is going to involve accused number 1 and accused number 3, I should not be part thereof. I'm going to fold my arms and stand there and wait for a specific instruction from legal aid, who are my instructing attorney. Thank you, my lord.
But did they pay you for preparation, for reading the record the last time? 4 months and 3 weeks?
I would rather not get there, my lord, because that's also a very sad story. But I would rather not get there. Thank you.
What's your time there, Mr.?
It's 12:22, my lord.
What time should we come back?
We suggest at 2.
2, okay. Adjourn until 2.